We should envision briefly that you just got your most memorable check. It's pretty energizing, isn't it? Currently you have enough cash to do anything you desire. However, hold on brief, that is a risky mindset to live by. As a matter of fact, it's significantly more concerning in the event that you've lived with this mindset for such a long time. Well, all that is going to change today. We will help you see 15 things you ought to zero in on spending your cash on. Your pay ought not be tied in with anything Alux, or how about we get right to it? Welcome to Alux. Number 1, your well-being. Hello, you've heard the expression that goes well-being is abundance, right? Obviously you have. It's something special about how the nature of your well-being can influence each and every part of your life. Being basically malevolence forestall you from investing the best energy into your life, so it's implied that your well-being, both mental and physical, merits to be offered 100 consideration consistently. Along these lines, you should will to continuously spend on your well-being. Come on, why would you feel free to purchase show tickets when you ought to have paid for a body test? Your PCP suggested make the ideal choices about your well-being today, and your more established self will be so thankful. Number 2, your home. Your home address is such a great amount to us as people. It's where we loosen up, where we eat, rest, begin a family, think, and furthermore where we can be our actual selves without judgment. A home address is something beyond a rooftop over our heads. They are likewise key portions of our lives. This is precisely why we should give additional consideration, and keeping in mind that a smidgen additional money with regards to picking a home and purchasing or leasing a home, we should endeavor to consider the future. Will this be a decent spot to bring up kids? How close or far is this spot to your office? How effectively makes it happen? Associate with different networks in picking a house. Its expense ought not be the game changer as long as it ticks each and every container on your rundown. It wouldn't hurt to spend more cash. Number 3, a quality sleeping cushion. Hello, can we just be real? There's a couple of things in life that beats a decent night's rest. Have you of all time had a night's rest that recently felt different? The room has the right temperature, the night is still and calm. What's more, your sleeping cushion feels so great underneath you. Having an extraordinary night's rest isn't incomprehensible, and the initial step is having an agreeable bedding. We know what you're thinking. An agreeable sleeping pad costs a lot. Well, that is the mark of this video. Regardless of the expense of sleeping pads, you should be able to pay the additional expense when you truly consider it. We can put a cost on great rest, so what's, truth be told, halting? You ought to likewise know that people who rest soundly are more prone to be better formers. Do you need to be a superior worker? Here's an extraordinary beginning stage. Number 4, good food. What's more, fixings. Jim awakens, takes his shower, cleans his teeth, and gets ready for the day. Just after this, he starts to contemplate on what he ought to have for breakfast. He is to a great extent uncertain and chooses to push this off until he finds something. It's 12 p.m. Jim still hasn't eaten anything. Disappointed, he gets a tub of frozen yogurt and a pack of rolls. Sometime thereafter, Jim rehashes this equivalent routine, eating something just as non-nutritious as his morning meal. Do you share comparable characteristics with Jim? We aren't judging, since we know how troublesome it is to make the right eating choice. However, here's a basic piece of counsel from Alux. Spend as much as you might on food at any point, regardless of whether it costs far more than you expected. Assuming that you need the upside stuff, you ought to will to pay for it. Likewise, spending more on food will normally give you more choices to pick from, and that is an extraordinary beginning to practicing good eating habits. Number 5, your teeth. Growing up, most children abhorred going to the dental specialist. Regardless of the commitment of treats, it still seems like our folks were considering creative ways of rebuffing us. Presently, we are undeniably developed, and we believe it's all right to overlook our dental well-being. It isn't. Truth be told, spending more on your teeth is a dependable method for forestalling your teeth from dropping out in your old mature okay run-in. Could sound a smidgen outrageous, yet it's certain to work on your teeth as you become older. So instead of go for the customary toothbrushes, dental specialists have prompted more individuals to move up to sonic toothbrushes, which likewise have an bright sanitizer. Electric toothbrushes are very nearly multiple times quicker than a typical toothbrush, which recommends that they are bound to clean your teeth all the more productively. Sounds great. This moment is the opportunity to put resources into your toothbrush. Number 6, your closet. Who do you think will be taken more truly in the workplace? An individual who puts forth no attempt to look great and proficient, or an individual who generally figures out how to look great? The last option, of course. Yet it isn't just about the office. You are bound to be taken genuinely assuming that you are sharp looking. There's even a maxim that tells us to dress in our desired manner to be tended to, and that basically aggregates it up to be tended to with regard. Then, at that point, you must let that reflect in your outfit. Yet you, as a matter of fact, try not to need to burn through every last dollar to get the right arrangement of garments. All you need to do is ensure you have more than 2 outfits for each sort of occasion. This implies multiple outfits for relaxed trips with companions, for services, official occasions, vacations, etc. You can likewise figure out how to coordinate your garments better, which gives you more choices. Number 7. A vehicle. Hang on before you consider this as a sign to burn through the entirety of your cash on your fantasy vehicle. Allow us an opportunity to make sense of appropriately ourselves. Spending more on a vehicle doesn't mean you ought to siphon all your cash into purchasing the most costly one on the market. What we are recommending is for you to contribute an enormous lump of your time and exertion into purchasing a vehicle that squeezes into your way of life, regardless of whether it goes a bit more than your financial plan. It is vital to go for a vehicle which has constructed a notoriety for security, cost adequacy, what's more, in general, unwavering quality. If this implies you need to spend somewhat more cash, then so be it. Number 8. Things that make your vehicle more secure. It's adequately not to burn through such a lot of cash on getting the right vehicle. You likewise need to will to spend on your vehicle's well-being. Stand by. Are you very sure about your driving abilities that you think this isn't essential to you? Well, look at these details. More than 38,000 passings are kept in the U.S. each year, and multiple million individuals are additionally harmed. Car collisions influence all drivers with little respect to their driving abilities. Don't put such a great amount in having a vehicle that looks cool. No difference either way. Put resources into something that gives you with greatest security. Number 9. Your schooling. Putting resources into your schooling isn't just about returning to school for your graduate degree or turning into a teacher. It's additionally about paying for online courses and accreditations, all on account of the web. You can turn into insured in practically any field without steadily getting out of your home. All you need to do is pay for the course, which normally goes from $10 to $200, relying upon the intricacy of the subject, and devote a certain number of hours every day. Number 10. Causes. Hello, it's my cash. Why would it be advisable for me I waste time with giving more to noble cause? Well, on the off chance that you need valid satisfaction, then you should figure out how to give without anticipating anything. Consequently, at the point when you provide for others, you have done a beneficial thing and you have made another individual cheerful. You have made another individual see motivation to continue on. However, it's not just about the individual getting. Giving additionally fills the heart and brain with the right synthetics, with the most cardinal being endorphins, and this isn't all. Giving consistently to others will fill you with less pressure bliss, which in turn will bring about lower circulatory strain, higher confidence, and a lower opportunity of sadness. Curiously, you don't continuously need to give cash to good cause. You can propose to assist with your